Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Hi, everybody.
We're back to talk the sloppiest suburban reality series that we cover. That is The Valley. This is season 1, episode 4, Capri Chaos. Capri, as in the theme of the dinner party that has been completely derailed by the Kristen Doute verbalization of an alleged conversation. I mean, there's a lot to this, right? There's layers that Janet had basically alleged that Michelle was a racist. Our boy Zach was the one who said it and repeated it. Kristen then repeats it. Now they're all denying it except for Kristen. This thing just lingered, man. It lingered the whole episode, even after the party. Um, there's two sides to this, right, Brian? I know where you're gonna land, so I'm gonna say the opposite side, just so we present both sides here. I know Kristen is a piece of shit. Like, we know this. Like, it's proven in a lot of ways in a lot of years of reality TV. There's a vibe to me of the vehemency and just the also some of the admitting stuff from Zach that I believe that she is basically telling the truth. And I do feel like that she is the easy target for all of them. And she probably is the one who has to take the blame for a lot of shit with that shitty group, even when it's not just her. What's your take?
So, real quick, didn't Zach say that he kind of just misinterpreted, like making the assumption that just because you're a Republican, you're a racist? He said
Yeah,
that on.
I don't believe him for I don't believe him for one
Okay.
goddamn second, dude. That dude is a gossiper and a
100%.
stink. I know he is. I know I don't want to hear it. He knows what he was doing.
I think he needs to be elevated to main cast. Like, I know he's got
Oh,
to.
he will be.
He honestly, like, if he wasn't on the show right now, what would the show be doing?
I think he's great. I just he's
I
a
like
fucking
him.
he's like Littlefinger.
Littlefinger with a wig. My take on the argument is I don't really care about it. It's so fucking stupid.
I love that.
like, but again, like, what do you argue as an adult? Like, and I think as much as I think Jesse sucks, like he said something that like really resonated with me, where he's like, I'm blah blah years old and I have kids. Like, I'm not getting in arguments, and I was like, that right there, man. I can't get in fights. I'm not like if I've something pisses me off in my real life now. I just who cares, man. I got kids now. You can't just be like dying on a hill about something like.
It's Brian. You are so right. I have a buddy of mine watching VJ Holler. He was with me this weekend, and I had multiple encounters where people were getting very big, mad, upset, and I didn't react. And after the fact, said same things like, "How the hell you didn't? How did you just like eat that?" Or I'm like, "Because, dude, what are you gonna do? Like, you gonna win a argument? You gonna win a fight? Like, what is that gonna do? Like, it's such like a waste of energy and like poisons my day. Like, I just got bigger things to worry about in my life, and if I'm not gonna get that angry at those things, I cannot get angry at this thing. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what the situation, but it's just like
no,
especially
it's
if
just
it's
like these type of
argument.
things, like
Yeah,
conflicts. Like,
yeah, it's just like that's why I'm watching this. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, show me more, honestly, of them at the. This is gonna sound so lame, but like them at the carnival with the kids, like Jack's kid picking up poop. I can relate to that
the
as like
guys not knowing how to put the car seat in.
yeah, like yeah, and they're not even reading directions, which I think is insane. Like putting in car seats, I know you haven't done it yet. Is you got to definitely read directions because if you don't put it in snug, you're gonna be scared. Like anytime, like your kids back there, they can't do anything. They can't talk to you. Like you need to. Yeah, I was surprised they had like three grown dudes and one dude has multiple kids. He doesn't know how to put in a car seat. I thought that was kind of crazy, but
We're like 7 weeks away or so. So now I'm gonna start doing like my dry runs of things. But we haven't had our shower yet. So I mean, we do have the car seater, but I don't know if we have like basically saying that I'm a few weeks away from doing that. But that's like I said, that's what I want to see these dudes doing. And I think is a shame to say as it is, like we know about Jesse and Michelle, right? We know about Jax and Brittany. I think it's almost 0% that both of those or either of those couples, I want to put it, get back together. And it'll be sad because they'll be divorced or separated, and we'll have to see that. But that will be the lighthearted part will be seeing these dads having to like figure it out and handle some of the
right.
stuff that they were taking for granted. And that's the stuff that I thought we were going to see I mean, besides the drama, I thought we were gonna have a little bit more of that balance. And I think when they started rolling the cameras, they realized like, shit, like these people
People
are
are messy.
pretty toxic.
That's season 2 when they're all the guys are by themselves. But and then dating, like I think they're going to be very surprised. Like obviously, like I this is not a situation I've been involved in at all. But like if you have kids and you got to date and you're like and you're by yourself, I guess if you're divorced, like my parents are divorced. Like I never saw like I don't know when they dated. Like I when did they date?
Jax would be really bad with
Yeah,
that. I think Jesse would be better, be easier dating. Jesse comes, I think he's got less baggage than Jax, right?
he just sucks.
Jax just looks ragged too. Jax looks like Captain Jack Sparrow right now. Like,
Yeah,
and look, I know that this stuff is going on with Cruz. They say he regressed like verbally, and big ups to them for, doing what they need to do, financially and medically to get it taken care of. I'm hoping. I haven't looked into it. I probably will look to see if there's been any update with that, if he's doing better. I had speech therapy when I was younger, even like that young, through like elementary school. So like I get that. It resonated there. And again, stuff I like seeing on the show. It is just sad though, watching the Jackson Brittany, especially knowing that, hearing her complaints and just knowing where it ends up, that it obviously doesn't get better.
it's like a theme on Bravo shows this year. We got this Summer House. I guess a
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah,
Vanderpump Rules. It's kind of crazy that that's kind of the theme going on right now.
the breakups era
And
on
they're all
Bravo.
different. They're all of them are like different in their own way.
Very different scenarios for sure. For sure. That's be a good video for us to do, like the top 5 Bravo breakups, something like that. We'd have to get all our housewives ones into. There's some explosive and crazy housewife ones as well. I do want to talk about Kristen and Luke a little bit. Just like, I don't know. It's probably just because we know Kristen, and listen to her talk about like how much they're like hooking up is just,
And then everyone's jealous. Like no one's jealous of you.
no one's jealous. And you are getting pregnant with a guy who you haven't even decided where you guys are going to settle down and live. Like, no, that's not what you do with a kid. You don't have it and then figure it out. Like,
Yeah, I don't. I just again, it's just stuff I can't even take seriously. I
common sense, right? Like,
couldn't take any of it seriously. She's like, "Well, I'm going to try to flirt with him to get him to stay in California," and he's like, "I don't want to stay in California." I'm like, "Well, this is done. This is stupid."
he's like, it's like 10 times more expensive, and he's
Yeah,
telling
well,
the
I
truth.
totally agree with him on that.
He also owns land already. Like, he
Yeah.
already owns property in a house. Like, why wouldn't you just be there?
What is Kristen's job exactly? That's what she's like. Well, my job's
This,
here.
no, this.
What is your job?
This is her job now. This is her job. Before that, it was probably just bullshit Instagram stuff, or like trying to sell t-shirts like she was before. But I mean, honestly, she's good for the show, but I'm curious. The thing with this, Kristen is going to rise big next year because she's going to be with Brittany. She's going to be just like a big Jax like hater, and there's going to be a ton of conflict there. Like, she's going to pick Brittany's side on that, and he's going to get real pissed at that because he's probably going to talk to her like shit a lot of this season and give her a lot of unsolicited advice. Then his marriage is going to fall apart, and she's just going to be like, ha ha ha. And I'm still with my guy, and I'm pregnant, and you're a deadbeat. Like that, you could just see that coming.
And it's confirmed that she's still with that guy.
I know that she's pregnant, apparently, so I would assume it's from him. Like, unless she went to the sperm bank with Lala and Sheena, and she was just off camera.
Was there? Wouldn't it be a hell of a plot twist as if her and Jax hooked up again?
Unreal. Oh, it looks like this is actually only recent development that they were pregnant, but they had a miscarriage.
Oh shit! I was like,
but they are still together, and they're actively trying again. This was March 19th, so this is only a few episodes ago. This was like revealed on her podcast.
That's not. You never want to hear this.
That really sucks, but I'm glad to hear they're still together though. So, even though we were just talking about how much she's a big piece of shit, they are still real people. Remember, guys, like, and that's like right there. That moment too is like, it shows like when we talk about these people, we really are talking about them like in the context of the windows of that TV. Like, out. That's it's fair game. Just like people can shit on me all they want for what I'm saying on this show, right? If they want to comment in the comment section, I'm a big fucking idiot because I'm saying this or that. They think I'm a sexist or they think I'm a this or that. Fair game. Just like it's not really, as long as you're not really trying to go after my real actual life, then whatever.
And I also can't stress enough is that like the amount of shows that we cover on this page, like I don't listen to podcast. I don't
We
like,
do not. We do
I
not
don't
watch
watch, I
one
don't have
or
time to watch
except for Strat
Vanderpump.
Chat.
I don't,
Literally,
yeah,
just Strat Chat.
yeah.
Oh, and Logan. I do listen to Logan's stuff, the Amazing Race guy, but that's
Yeah, my
being a
podcast, I
sicko.
listen to everything and not I listen. I need to have some sort of separation from
Yeah,
this.
everything else I watch has nothing to do with reality TV outside of the shows. My podcasts are all sports and all
Yeah, and
bullshit.
like yeah, and
And cats on
I
TikTok.
cannot stress enough. I'm not watching the Vanderpump after show, and I don't watch it. When is it? I don't even know when it's on.
I only see it because of TikTok, and it's just because the clip people put the clips out there, like we put clips out. So it's apparently on now. I guess I don't fucking know.
Like if I could plug into the metaverse or the internet, I would just let it suck into my brain, and I know the information.
Get a
But like,
download. I would take a download, but we didn't get
yeah,
the
I'm not watching anything more than I need to, and I don't care about Sheena's podcast. I don't care about Lala's podcast. I
No,
don't
I care about that.
anyone
I
else's
have like
podcast on any
probably
of these stupid networks.
yeah. No, but I care
Don't
about how
care.
much time I'm going to take to do an edit tonight and make sure I sleep
Yeah,
good enough to get up early to make sure I'm up earlier for work. You know,
right.
like
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Like,
all I care about.
don't.
I'm not listening to like another person's take on. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys. If
I-
there's any of you who watch us, we really appreciate it. It's not of lack of respect for your content or quality. So you got a goddamn time.
yeah, right. Exactly.
I got no
Also,
time for
we'll say
you. I
that if
got
I
no
could,
time for feuds.
that would be my superpower. If I could, I would just like have like an extra 4 hours in the day, 5 hours in the day would be my power.
Yeah.
Change my
That's why I
life.
slept for like
Yeah, I would just
2 months when
sleep.
I was unemployed because I was like, I'm never going to sleep again.
That's true.
All right. Let's round it out, guys. We really enjoyed the Valley. We will be back next week. We're covering all Vanderpump shows. We're covering most Bravo shows right now. For the what do we have? We have Martha's Vineyard. You are doing Summer House as well, regular Summer House. I'm doing Below Deck. And we are also covering regular Vanderpump Rules. And as far as Vanderpump shows, we're covering Vanderpump Villa on Hulu. Competition shows, we have Survivor 46. I will come back and catch us up on Deal or No Deal Island. Those will be very short. I'll do the most recent week. I can't guarantee me making more than like 3-minute videos, 4-minute videos, guys, but at least I will have something out there for it. We have the Challenge All Stars season 4 premiering on the 10th as well. The first 2 episodes.
It's tomorrow.
Brian and I will figure out some those. We'll probably be able to make that work because they release in the morning, so I can watch those before work early, or at least after at like 6 o'clock, so I can get it done before. So
Yeah, I mean that lowest priority for me is challenge, and right
yeah.
now,
But Survivor and Amazing Race though tomorrow night we will have Kyle Petty back from the Strat Chat podcast, so that will be a fun time at least for all of us. But for myself, Brian, everyone here at The Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.